Hey y'all, welcome to Family Talk. We have a special episode today with Marissa Lomax. She's actually a current student on campus, so we're gonna get real-time information about what's going on the Hill. In the meantime, just tell me where you're watching this from and she'll be joining us. And I'm from Tampa, Florida, y'all. Marissa has joined us. We're going to add her and hear all about her Rattler journey so far. All right. We're going to add her right now. Okay. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You're so cute.
Thank you.
Okay, so my name is Ciera Hall, and this is my first time meeting you. Welcome to Family Talk.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy.
Nice. Okay, so we're going to just jump right into it because this hour goes by fast, and we want to get to know you. So tell us who you are. Introduce yourselves to the family.
Okay, so greetings, everyone. I am Marissa Lomax, a third-year business administration student, and I'm from Kissimmee, Orlando, Florida. So
yes, one time for this FAMU greeting. Good job. Like you passed that test.
Thank you.
Well, tell us all about yourself. How did you become a Rattler?
That's actually a great question. Honestly, so I really didn't even know about HBCUs prior to like applying to college. My dad retired in Florida, so he kind of wanted me to still stay close to home. And as we were looking for schools to apply to, we stumbled upon FAM and Bethune, honestly, because
right on our heels.
I'm a member of the band, and so when we first moved to Florida, we visited the Florida Classic, and that's when I was like, yeah, I need to go to one of those schools, no ifs, ands, or buts. And so originally, I know this is crazy, but I fell in love with Bethune. And then I was like, I know it's weird. I really just like their colors, like their band's colors, you know, the maroon. I was like, wow.
I can respect that. I can respect a good color scheme.
Right. And so then I was like, you know, I did a campus visit. I saw the prices of tuition. I was like, I'm going to research and do what I can to hear about FAMU. And then it's just been like flying colors after that. So
nice. Well, Hub 100, because I am a member of the Flag Corps. I came up fall 07.
Yes. I'm fall 18, alto saxophone. So
nice. Well, nice to meet you. Yes, we do have that family connection. Good job. You guys see how this works? Meeting new family members. Well, okay. So what was that transition like? You coming from, you know, Kissimmee / Orlando to Tallahassee? Had you already visited Tallahassee before?
No. So yeah, that was my first time. And then actually it was a big step for me because I grew up in predominantly white areas and schools.
Me too.
So yeah, going into HBCU was just like a whole culture shock. But like I adjusted and it felt so natural. Like nothing was too crazy. Okay. But no, it was my first time in Tallahassee. I did a school visit though. So I did visit the school. And then I was like, yeah, I really like how this campus runs and stuff. But I had visited like summer of my senior year of high school just to get a feel, and it wasn't too hard. I will say it does get a lot hotter and a lot colder here. So
yes, it does.
Yeah, but not too bad.
So what year are you in right now?
My third year, so I'm a junior right now.
Okay, so well, how have you been spending your time? What's life like? Because you know, you're our first current student guest, and everyone else has been alumni, and we're just talking about our memories, but you're actually going through your Rattler journey right now. So tell us, how has it been for you?
Honestly, it's been amazing. Like all the organizations I've had opportunities to join, and the business school, great opportunities. Like I can't stress enough, especially
so you're in SBI.
Yes, especially for SBI, the opportunity is out there and I love it. Like it's just, and it's so genuine. Like everybody's willing to help, everybody's willing to give a helping hand. And I actually stay not too far from campus right now, and
Okay.
with everything being hybrid, they're doing a really good job of making sure the student safety comes first.
Nice.
So that's
So
really
good
good.
to hear.
Yeah. The Bragg is a testing station now, so it's just like crazy now. But like I can say so far, like I wouldn't have it any other way, you know.
Yes.
And FAM does have its pros and cons, but the pros definitely outweigh the cons. So
Nice. Yeah, of course. Okay. So how did you find your major? How did you know that you wanted to do SBI? What, attracted you to that school?
let's see. I honestly, I don't even think I have like a hard written answer for that, but I always had that entrepreneur, like that little tick in me already from back to like when I was like 6 or 7, just making little the string,
Yes.
that I would
I used
sell
to
from.
sell keychains too.
Yes, I would sell keychains, and like
Uh-huh.
I knew I didn't really want to be a doctor. I knew I didn't want to be a teacher, and it was just like I know there's tons and tons of opportunities, but I was like I feel like business school would suit me as an individual, and I could make something of it. So that's what I went with, and I feel like so far I'm running. So I'm really glad, and I'm happy with the decision I made, because I also didn't want to like get to the point where I'm changing my major and it's just like, oh, I feel so stuck or confused.
Okay, so at what point did you decide that you wanted to start a business while still in school?
Yes.
And at what point did you start it?
Yeah, so I started very recently in December of 2019.
Okay.
My dad makes sweaters, hoodies. He does like my sister's in high school right now. He does like their basketball team shirts, all that stuff. And I knew before going to FAM, I was like, Dad, I'm gonna need some stuff to wear. Like I'm gonna need some rent here. And so it's actually a crazy story, because I attended the summer B session, and of course we couldn't. Well, I didn't want to bring too much with me, but he made me 3 hoodies, and I was like, Dad, it's the summer, it's gonna be hot. So I only took 1 hoodie with me, and I left the design that is like blowing up right now in my business. I left that at home. Came back home for Christmas break, December 2019, and I was like, I seen it, and I was like, you know what? Posted it on Twitter, and I was like, are you guys interested in this? The first 20 people that are interested, you got a hoodie for $25. And my Twitter was buzzing. It was going on and on and on and on. So I really feel like it happened on accident. Okay. But like a very good accident. It was crazy.
It's the potato chip.
Yeah.
Okay, so how has it been? Like, are you the go-to girl? How do students contact you and everything? You can put your tag down there so I can pin it to this conversation and they can follow you.
Okay. Yeah. So most of my things I do in bulk. So I do try to do like little sales. So yeah, people really just contact me through DM or my website as well. For like people that need to ship far, I try to have the people that are in Tallahassee or go to FAM kind of order through DM, just so it's a lot cheaper, so then prices can be more affordable. And yeah, they just contact me, and it's crazy because like I'm starting to get that face on campus, like, oh, that's HBCU BAE or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So okay, so how did you choose that name, HBCU BAE? Who you want to be everybody BAE?
No. BAE. So that is actually started off as my YouTube handle, and it's the BA is the play on words for Black and Educated. So
yes,
Black and Educated, but like it's just HBCU BAE. So that is where that came from, and I kind of just kept it so I could try to start to create and put together my own brand. So then that way it's.
So yeah, this is her page. HBCU BAE, and I see right here you kind of telling like your Rattler journey on YouTube. So how is that? So you're kind of blowing up from the shirts and your YouTube channel. So what made you want to start a YouTube page?
Let's see. My dad introduced it to me. And I honestly, I've already love recording everything anyways. So I started in high school. I wasn't as consistent with it, but I just love recording and keeping memory of stuff. And then I started editing, and I started liking editing. It was kind of fun. And it's always fun looking back, because like on my YouTube, I'll have like some band videos of trips and stuff. And it's always fun just looking back at those memories. And I love, if there's anything that I can share to help someone else, I love that too. And it's like the go-to right now. Everybody's on YouTube. Everybody's watching YouTube. And I know for myself, there has been incidences where I wish there was something that I could know that was on YouTube, but it wasn't. So I would try and go provide that information the best way that I can. So
nice. You are such a button. Oh my God, I love it. So have you ever sold on the set before?
Not yet, no, because like, yeah, I don't know. I have been
well, you did say 2019, and we just got into all of this, so you never really got that opportunity, huh?
Yeah, true, yeah. And then I still have to figure out how that works, like how to get a table and make sure that,
becoming a vendor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure someone watching can help, or I can even assist after this video.
Awesome.
Okay, so what opportunities have you been offered while you're attending FAMU?
So yes, within SBI, I have been able to, I've been able to intern with JP Morgan Chase for 2 summers now. So my freshman year summer, I interned with the Advancing Black Pathways program that JP Morgan Chase had. And that was an amazing opportunity. I loved it. And, you know, it was all the convenience of an email that Dr. Young Clark sent out. And I was like, oh, okay. I applied, and I was so fortunate to get the opportunity. So that, I will say, they always send us opportunities no matter what, no matter how big or small. And I know that they kind of, it's like a stigma, oh, freshmen don't get internships or whatever. But I was just like, hey, you know, you never know. So I just applied, and then I got it. And then I got a return to intern virtually last summer with JP Morgan again. So that was interesting as well.
Nice. Okay, so with COVID and everything happening, and I know that a lot of people are working from home. So are you're working from home for them as well, or how is that working? Or
no, so with
is that over?
Yeah, so with JP Morgan, that was over the summer, and it was online. So like we worked like 9 to 5 on Zoom for most things. So they kind of just had us doing a case study and a project presentation. We would just meet up on Zoom and discuss everything. We would have Zoom webinars where the people, the senior leaders and executive directors would speak to us and things of that nature. So it was pretty, I would say, very innovative for the time.
I was gonna say, what are some things did you take from that opportunity?
Yeah, like I learned about myself that I'm very structured, and like I it's kind of hard for me to work in the gray area they mentioned, because I was just kind of like, okay, like, you know, I understand that this was so last minute and nobody could have predicted this, and I do commend them and applaud them for still putting together the opportunity that they did. But like it was just too many occurrences where it was like we only have a tidbit of the information, or we don't have all the information at once. So it's just kind of like my head is all over the place because I don't know what it is that they want from me. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so have you welcomed any freshmen on the Hill? How have you seen any, you know, FAMU 24 on? How is that transition? How are they partying? What are they doing?
I'm dead. I have welcomed FAMU 24. I did have like a FAMU 24 giveaway for like a couple of nice. Yeah, so I just had them, you know, follow the rules and follow me, and then do a little raffle to kind of welcome them in. And, you know, despite everything that happened with COVID and, you know, them missing out on their orientation, because orientation is like one of like the most exciting experiences of coming to college, because it's just like a week of just fun. And I was like, you know, let me, you know, the least I could do is to offer something just to let them know. Yeah. And yeah, so I've been doing that, and then they are great. I would like stop in Village sometimes, and they'll be like, "Oh, Marissa, it's so nice to meet you. Did I follow you?" I'm like, "Thank you. You know, if you ever need anything, I'm a DM away, like literally." And but they're trying to have their fun the best and hopefully safe way they can. I try to stay out of that, you know, but they're doing what they can to have the fun that they want to have. So.
Yeah. And where do you get your Rattler spirit from? Where does that stem from? Because you're just like so spirited.
It comes from like people before me. So like everybody in like the organizations I've joined, like the Marching 100, you already know, like it's just
yeah, it hits a little differently for us, you know.
Oh yeah, I will say. But
yes.
I will say it's just the people that I'm surrounded by, like.
Nice.
And I'm a firm believer of like influence, and like, you know, the circle that you have around you is going to help create that energy. And so I just try to always make sure I have the right energy surrounded by me. So
nice. Do you have any mentors that are like, you know, taking you under your wing, or are you kind of just like doing this thing like just on your own, or do you have any mentees yourself?
Mentors, I do have a couple mentors, some that have graduated, some that are still currently attending school, and then mentees. I don't and that, not that I know of, I don't have any mentees.
Right.
Yeah, only because I think you have to apply to get a mentee. I think I missed the application date, but yeah.
Nice. Okay, so now, with homecoming being, you know, canceled and everything, how do you feel about that? Were you a student that participated in homecoming?
I was never really a homecoming go-getter, because, you know, we were on the patch rehearsing during most
So you're still in the March 100?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, so never mind. I know exactly how your homecoming schedule is.
You know,
never mind. So look, change the question. All right. So how is it being in the Marching 100 right now with everything that's going on? Are you guys like practicing, or how? I know that you guys did band camp virtually. You know, how's it been for you?
Yeah, so band camp was virtually, and I know I'm still trying to get cleared right now, actually, because we have, you know, we need a COVID test. And we have to have our packets filled out and stuff like that. But most of the rehearsals right now have been with the incoming class, so the incoming freshmen and the student leaders, only because we're not really performing and we're not really going anywhere right now. So they kind of like, the upperclassmen have kind of been on a more like a leeway type thing. But other than that, we're not rehearsing inside, only because it's, you know, too close proximity. Everybody's 6 feet apart at all times during sectionals. It's just a huge arc now with the different sections, and we rehearse in different areas, different times. So, but they're still trying to make sure they give the freshmen like that sense of like, you know, we still care. So yeah, the upperclassmen have been like on a little break, but I think spring semester, hopefully, if everything follows suit and, you know, these cases start to trickle down, hopefully, I think we're gonna have a season this spring semester. So
nice. Okay, so I have a question now. Being a part of the Marching 100 was an experience that I never knew that I needed before I joined the Marching 100. And one of the things that I loved was performing, you know, and when we, you know, do pregame, we do slow one.
Right.
And so what does that mean to you, us doing slow one? Because us doing slow one, I don't think a lot of people understand, but that pregame, even though a lot of people miss pregame, slow one is like a dedication of us about to take charge of the field, basically. So how do you feel being in your position in the band? You said that you play saxophone, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Which means that you know which section you represent in this whole lineup. How do you feel being a part of that? This snake.
That's a great question, honestly. Really slow one for me personally, it clears my mind, you know, and it gets me mentally ready for the show that we're about to put on and show out. So like, yeah, just knowing and hearing that beat of the snare and just, you know, the snap and all that stuff with the leg and everything, it just gets me mentally ready, like we're about to kill it. Now, my first slow one, I will say I was so nervous. My first slow one, I was shaking in my boots, but now it's just like, it's like that, you know, when the basketball or football team puts all the hands in and they get ready to your team. That's what it is for me. It's just like, we're about to snap. And
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, because that means a lot. Even though a lot of people miss it, you know, it means a lot to, you know, do slow ones. So I like that. Now, what's been your favorite performance? What's been your favorite, you know, have away trip, I guess I should say?
Okay, I feel like I have a lot. So I had the opportunity to come up for Pasadena. I loved being in California. That was
How was that experience? I saw y'all on the TV.
Yes, it was so amazing. Like preparing for it was crazy now.
Okay.
But like being in California, I'm just like,
was that your first time?
Yes, it was.
So you was like freaking out. Yeah.
And we had a lot of free time, like when we weren't performing. So we went to the pier, we went to like Hollywood and saw the stars, and it was great. But that was one of my favorite performances. But I will say probably like my top favorite performance is when we did a Beyonce drill. I'm like a Beyonce stan, so I was so happy to finally play some Beyonce music, and I was like, I was just having a time of my life. And we performed in Houston for that, so that was great. And then just so many great performances. I could go on.
Of course. Well, look, this show live. We got an hour, but you could tell as many stories as you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Rate your Rattler pride from a scale of 1 to 10.
My Rattler pride, let's see. I would say an 8, because I feel like, you know, there's still some aspects of the Rattler or the FAMU experience, especially homecoming, that I haven't personally experienced. But like aside from that, like I still feel like I'm not missing out on much. I just love it. So I would say 8.
Okay, that's honest. I can respect that. Do you plan on staying in the Marching 100 all 4 years?
I do. Only because it's like I don't know how I would feel without, you know, marching. And I know oftentimes like a lot of 4th years or a lot of 3rd years going into their 4th year end up like falling off, and then like the 4th year class is so
right.
small.
I had to get out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now I'm telling myself I want to, and then I am, but depending on how things continue to go, and if I feel like, you know, I need to direct my attention to more important things of, you know, graduating on time, I'll make that decision when it comes. But I have on my mind that I do want to stay all 4 years for right now.
Nice. Okay, so what type of things now? Often, you know, a lot of alumni say that they didn't have things lined up for them after they graduated. So what type of things are you preparing for yourself for graduation, or are you? Is that something that's on your mind?
Yeah, graduation is on my mind. As far as like, I don't know. I try not to think too far ahead, because I feel like it's so bittersweet. It's like I don't want to leave, but I know I need to. But yeah, just making sure I stay on top of my classes, the internships, especially being an SBI major. I continue to make sure that I'm, you know, proactive with that, staying proactive with my professors and stuff like that. Yeah, and I feel like, you know, whatever is, you know, ready for me upon graduation will come. So, but either way, I'll be ready. I will be ready for it. So, yeah.
Will HBCU BAE be a thing that you take beyond the Hill?
Yes, I do want to continue to carry that beyond me still being a current student, because, you know, at least as for my YouTube standpoint, I can still, you know, information is endless, and that can always go. So I feel like I'll continue to make these type of videos and do what I can to help as much as I can for anybody that's interested. And then Rattlers are not, they're not stopping. So, you know, it's always going to,
and we're not.
No
time soon.
Past, present, and future. So I feel like, you know, something as far as having things to sell, things that people can be interested in, alumni, future Rattlers. So I feel like HBCU BAE will, you know, still has a while to go. So, yep.
Nice. Okay. What advice would you give to a student right now that is maybe wants to start, you know, a business, even though you haven't been in business long, but what type of things have you learned so far that you would give advice on?
I will say the biggest thing for me if I could give somebody advice, is to honestly just do it. And whatever you do want to do or pursue, just make sure you are your biggest fan. Even if you're, no matter how big or small your business may be, and like I say, no matter how many people are already doing that, like say for lashes or doing hair or doing nails, there's so many people on campus that do lashes, hair, or nails, but how are you going to be different, and how are you going to provide value to your customer? So I say just do it and go for it, and just be your biggest fan and your biggest supporter, because if you have that, stemmed in you, no one can take that from you. So as long as you're your biggest supporter, go for it.
Nice. Okay, so I like that. I like that advice. Now, do you, even though you don't have like a regular homecoming experience like the rest of the school, and you're probably not able to mingle with alumni like how you would want to, but have you ever reached back or introduce yourself to alumni when they come back and say learn something about them, or let them know who you are and what you're doing and how they can help you or you can help them? Have you ever networked with alumni during homecoming?
Yes. So mainly through the 100, I will say, only because that's where most of my time is at. So the alumni base 100 is huge, as you know, and I would apply to their scholarships. I got one. I was so fortunate enough to get one from the class of '99. So I got a scholarship from them, met some of them in person. It was great. And then even stumbling into some alumni on the street, like they're so welcoming to be like, hey, how are you? Da, da, da. And then it was crazy too. So I stayed in Pattyfoot last semester.
Oh, so you're a little foot soldier.
Yes, ma'am. So I stayed in Pattyfoot last semester, and as crazy as it is, I was getting ready for something, and I hear a knock on my door, and this is during homecoming week. I hear a knock on my door, and they're like, hi, I'm such and such, and I just wanted to say I stayed in this exact room during year whatever, and here's some money for you. Enjoy.
Oh, that's homecoming.
I was like, oh my gosh, and then I was like, wow, I just felt so appreciative, because I'm like getting ready for something, getting ready to leave out my door, and here are these two ladies knocking on my door, giving me money for homecoming pop-up food, and I was like, wow. And then they took a picture with me, so all of us took a picture in the room. It was really cute, so that was great.
Nice. Is that something that you think you'll pass on to the next Rattler?
Yes, definitely. So well, that's if Pattyfoot is still up, because I think they were supposed to knock it, but
serious? No, they doing too much now. Hold up.
Yes, the renovations are crazy. We got a whole new dorm. I don't know if you've seen it, but the fancy
yes, I have it. They look beautiful though. I can't even lie. They look beautiful.
Yes.
What other new renovations are on campus since you're there?
So they're also made a new administrative building, and where it used to be just a patch of grass, it's right across from Howard Hall, the ROTC building.
Okay.
And right kind of next to where right near Gaither Gym. So it's a huge administrative office now. So instead of making that trip to Foot, I think they're going to transition those services to that building.
Okay.
But it's not done yet. But that's new. And then I think they're making a convenience store near the FAMU towers as well. So that's new. Yeah.
Nice. So I know when I was in school, my options were Pizza Hut and KFC and the Magic Johnson Sub Connection. What are your food options on campus?
Yeah, so now we have Chick-fil-A.
I heard.
Yeah, Poblanos. It's almost kind of like a knockoff Chipotle.
Okay.
Let's see, in the bottom cap, I don't know if they still have this, but from the last time I remember, there was a salad bar, a pizza joint, there was Wingstop, and tropical smoothie.
Nice.
And I think that's all, if I'm not mistaken. And then of course they still have Foot, Top Calf, and yeah. So
what's your favorite day to eat in the caf?
Let's see. I feel like the right answer should be Wednesday, but honestly, it's Friday.
You like fish?
Yes. So I like their fish. It's not everybody's favorite, but I liked it, so I liked going in on Fridays. Okay. That was my favorite time, yeah. But everybody loved being up in the caf. Fried Chicken Wednesday, you got to get dressed, okay? Yes. Everybody want to get dressed up to go in the caf or go to Foot, and I'm just like,
I don't want to do all that.
Yeah, but Friday, I'm in line on Friday.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so what does I know that you vote? Now I know being in the Marching 100, you know, when people campaign, they come out to the patch and they try to get your vote and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Are you one of the students that actually like take the student leadership seriously, or like are you like, you know, I don't really care about my vote, get out my face, thank you for your campaign shirt? How are you?
So 9 times out of 10, if I feel like it really depends on the people, because like they'll be like, oh, here's water, here's snacks, and then we never hear from them. And it's like it's always been an issue with 100 getting like money or like, you know, expenses to travel and stuff like that. So majority of the 100 I feel like don't vote, but I feel like if I either know the person prior to them coming up to me, or if I'm like, oh, I've seen them actively campaigning on campus and they seem like they have, you know, really good points, talking points, and they really want to make a change on campus, I'll make sure I vote because every vote counts. And it's like, you know, they gave us some water, so why not? But only if I feel like it feels genuine and they're not just in our face now. Because if we turn around and we need money, you know, your student leadership, you came to talk to us. And if, especially when they have a talking point about the 100, if they're like, we're going to allocate funds for the 100 and they don't, they just mess it up for anybody else that comes right after them, because it's like, y'all lying to our face.
Yes. Yes, you better tell the people how to get your vote. Okay, so what does FAMUly mean to you?
What does FAMUly mean to me? Well, honestly, what the name, like, family, let's see, there's so many people on this campus that I've met, so many people that I have similarities to and differences, and I feel like, you know, I've learned so much about myself through being at FAMU, and things that I know I probably would have never come across if I wasn't at this school. So FAMUly to me means just, it means everything, and the connection, past and old, new. It just, yeah, it's a good feeling, because I know it's not like this at every university. So
nice. Okay, nice. What is your favorite Rattler tradition?
Let's see, favorite Rattler tradition. That's a tough one. Rattler tradition. Oh my gosh. This is hard. Because I don't want to like relate it to the 100, so I'm trying to think something.
If that's your Rattler experience right now, and this your main thing right now is the 100, then that's what it is, sweetheart.
That is true. Let's see, Rattler tradition. I wouldn't say convocation. I know probably for some other people convocation, but
there are a lot of people that have to get in town on Thursday to make it to Friday convocation. Yes, for homecoming. So you do have some people that take convocation very seriously.
Yes, I honestly would probably say homecoming. Like that halftime show during homecoming is like nothing else. Like it's usually one of our most like excited shows and stuff like that. So that's probably one of my favorite traditions. And you know, our prayer that we have before every performance, that's very important to me. Let's see what else.
Yes.
Yeah. I would probably say that.
Nice. Okay. So what's next for HBCU BAE? What's next for you?
What is next? So on my mind is really just making sure I continue to get a broader support base. So probably that. And also I've had it in my mind as well that I kind of want to branch out to other HBCUs and probably make some paraphernalia for them first. But I do want to make sure I have, you know, everything, all my ducks in a row before I continue to reach out to other HBCUs and be like, you know, hey, I go to FAM, but I make your school's paraphernalia, you know?
You know, that has always been a thing with me. A lot of people have always said, hey, you know, you should make codes for this school, that school. And I always, you know, I have the ability and talent and skill to do it. That's without a doubt. But the passion and the pride, I can only produce FAMUly. But you know, one of these days I will extend outside FAMU as well myself. But for now, I am just strictly like how you are right now, just FAMU.
Oh, so you make clothes too?
Yes, I was in. Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. My next question is, Did you know about FAMUly Affair?
I didn't. I honestly didn't know about this until I think someone had like tagged me in a post. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll reach out and I'll like see what it is about. But I did not know about it prior to somebody reaching
Yes.
out.
Okay, so basically, right now, you are a part of our 87 Rattler brands and businesses that we have been highlighting during our 10-year anniversary. So I started FAMUly Affair while I was on campus. I had just my first year out of the band. I started FAMUly Affair in 2010.
Oh, wow.
And so I started just with the camera. I got my camera, and I was working at the FAMU. And a lot of people kept messing up my shots, so I had to find a place to dump the photos. And I just, and it came to me in a dream, and I called it FAMUly Affair. And I told everyone, I started Welcome Week, and I just told everyone, follow here. When you get your picture taken, you can go here to get it. And next thing you know, one follower turned into 100, 100 turned into 2,000, and then boom, 10 years later, we're right here.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
So welcome to the 87 lineup. What you were tagged in was on July 1st, we asked for the FAMUly to tag Rattler businesses. And so they tagged you. And that is where I'm getting most of the 87 Rattler businesses from. So you see how the FAMUly network works? They done connected us together.
Right. See, I love that. I love that. That's
yes. Awesome. So I'm so happy to meet you. And it's time for you to play this or that.
Oh, yay.
Okay. So it's just a quick little game. I'm going to ask you two, questions and give you two options, and you just tell me which one you rather.
Okay.
All right. So orange or green? Are you an orange or green Rattler?
I think I'm a green.
Green Rattler. Okay.
That green.
Okay. FAMUly, FAMUly.
FAMUly.
Okay. That is a trick question. Would you rather perform at Homecoming or the Florida Classic?
Oh, Florida Classic. Florida Classic.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
I love the momentum of Homecoming, and I semi-agree with you about Florida Classic, because my very first year, I remember that was the first time that I actually remembered like the Battle of the Bands. I think like they had something with the Flames coming up, and I was like, I was holding my flag so hard. I was like, I'm a part of the Marching 100. Like, they going crazy for us. Like, it was the best feeling ever. I was like, these people love us. And then to go to the game, and only because I knew after I performed I was going to be in the 100, I was like, so,
It's Florida Classic because that is how I found out about FAMU. I moved to Florida. My dad knew I was, still interested in band. We went to the Florida Classic, and that's how I found my school. So Florida Classic is it.
That's a great recruitment tool. Good job, Florida Classic. Okay. So would you rather listen to the radio or the Marching 100?
Honestly, the Marching 100. Well, what kind of, like any radio or?
Let's say the school radio, 90.5.
I like listening to that's hard. I would say the Marching 100 only because like we play old and new, and I'm an old head anyways when it comes to music. So I love when we play our ballads because I know almost all of them and I listen to them all. And we play new school music too, so.
Nice. Okay. Would you rather attend an event in Bragg Stadium or Gaither Gym?
Probably Gaither, because Gaither is like where all like the big events aside from football games happen. So probably Gaither.
Nice. Okay. Stay the whole game, leave after halftime, if you could.
Yeah. I'm not a football watcher, and it's crazy because I still don't understand football.
You don't understand football?
No. In all my years of being in band, I don't pay attention to the football game. Like only my freshman
So
year.
you just get ready to play, and then you just be in the stands talking. Oh goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather live on campus or off campus?
If you were to ask me that last year, I would say off. But now on, kind of, sort of. I still don't have a car yet, so.
Got you. Okay. Last one. Would you rather wait in the financial aid line to handle your business or handle your financial aid business over the phone?
See, honestly, I would rather wait in line because I'm a face-to-face type of person. Because if I'm on the phone and then like if we handle business and then I call again, there's no telling if I'm going to handle my business with the same person. So it's like I have to re-explain my issue or what I'm waiting for. So I would just suck it up and wait in line if I had to. So
nice. Okay, well, look, it's coming on down to the end of our little interview here. So, where do you foresee yourself, I guess, later on down the line after you graduate? Do you have any like specific city that you're looking to go to that maybe we should put like a little, hey, Rattlers, look out for me?
That's a great question. Honestly, I have no idea.
You need to make a list.
I know. Because, okay, here's the thing about me. I have two doors or two routes that I'm strongly considering. So there's the Army. I'm in the ROTC, the Army ROTC right now as well.
Wow.
So, yes, there's me becoming a officer in the Army and doing some type of like adjutant general work, which is like administrative work, which also coincides with my major, being a business major. So, and then there's working in the bank. So being that I've been interning with JP Morgan, the opportunity of hopefully, as I continue to keep my connection, getting a full-time offer is also an opportunity as well.
Yes.
So I just
well, you're just keeping your options open. So I totally agree with that. Now, what in the world attracted you to the military?
Girl, my dad.
Okay.
My dad, yes. He's retired Navy actually.
Okay.
And I did ROTC in high school, and I really loved it. Honestly, like some of my character, great character builder. I don't know. A lot of girls are like, ew, ROTC, you can't have your nails done, you can't do your hair, or whatever. But like at the end of the day, life is more than nails and hair. So
come on, girl, tell them.
I stuck with it, and then I'm in it now. I will say it's dreadful waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Like, especially after the rehearsals at night sometimes. Like, that was hard.
Yes. Okay, so how do you juggle that? How do you do self-care? How do you take care of yourself?
Oh my
Outside of like, owning a business, you're in the band, you're doing ROTC, and you're a student. Like, how are you taking care of yourself on campus? Well, being in school right now.
That's a great question. Let's see. I do still make sure like my work-life balance is there. I watch Netflix. I still hang out with friends. For me, like I'm a people person, so I love being with my friends. If I could be with them rather than being alone, I would. And I do still enjoy my alone time. So yeah, I feel like the people that I'm surrounded with help make up for that, like my self-care and my like work-life balance. So they keep me level-headed because I talk to like my close friends, like I talk to them about a lot, and then also my family, so I always call my parents.
Okay, good.
So family and friends keep me level-headed.
Okay.
So,
nice. All right. So you said that you play the saxophone. Where did you pick that up from? How did you learn? Are you self-taught, or did you go to like school, classes for it? How was that?
Yeah, so I started in 6th grade. I don't know if they still do this, but like they usually start like every kid on the recorder. Yeah. So I started in 6th grade. I was supposed to be a clarinet player, but it didn't feel right. Like, and I don't know, it was weird. And so then I picked up saxophone. I was like, I always thought I like challenges, and I always thought saxophone was like one of the hardest instruments to learn just by looking at it. So I was like, yeah, I want to try that. And it just, from there, it's just been.
Nice. So I was gonna say, somebody in the comments asked, where do you get your inspiration for your designs? Where does that come from?
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, I just try to think outside the box as much as I can and be different. So like the really popular one right now with the big FAMU head snake and the FAMU.
I like that one. I need to get one of those.
Yes, honestly, that with the help of my dad creating it, because he's like, you know, behind the scenes with all that. I was like, nobody has seen this and nobody has this. Yeah. And I was like, you know, I being different is cool, you know. So I was like, yeah, I love it. So.
Okay, so now that's the design that's taken off for you the most. So everybody's like, can I get the snake with the open mouth?
Yeah. And then I actually found this very rare shirt. It says Rattler to the bone. Nice. I found it on eBay. So like eBay, like stuff like that have some of the coolest Rattler finds. So
nice. Okay, so let's just back up a little bit. Your freshman class. What's your freshman class?
FAMU 22.
Okay, your freshman class. When did you come in?
Oh, 2018. I'm sorry. 2018.
Okay, so you know, I know that us alumni, we have like certain songs that, you know, we remember during our freshman year and everything like that. What's that song for you? What was the song that was just, you know?
Oh my gosh, that's hard. I'm terrible with like song names.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I couldn't go to the set, so
right.
I can't even.
What was the popular song that the band played that year? You know you don't even know your freshman the freshman performance.
My freshman performance, yeah.
Homecoming performance.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. Ooh.
See, for us, it was the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Then we had Party Like a Rock Star. We did that. We jumped into the split. So, like, that freshman homecoming, it had a whole bunch of songs that, like, were the soundtrack of our freshman year.
Yeah. Honestly, I cannot remember.
It's okay. So how can people get in touch with you and order a t-shirt or a hoodie from you? What's that process?
Yes. So for most of my orders, I do bulk, especially for people that are in Tallahassee or go to FAM, only because, you know, like I said, that allows me to lower the cost for most things. But other than that, my website is just like my name. So it's hbcubae.com. And then you should see it pop up, and then I'm on there with some of my shirts on, and then you could just scroll through and see what you like. And then processing and shipping is about 7 to 10 business days, like any regular thing to order on. So that is the best way to contact or reach me. Yeah. And then my Instagram is not private, so anybody could follow me or DM me or send me a message, and I'll get to them pretty quickly. So.
And that's at HBCU_BAE, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. Well, thank you so much. I am so proud of you. I'm happy to have met you. I look forward to seeing you in person once all this stuff clears up. Thank you so much for being, you know, an influence on campus, you know, pushing that Rattler pride, because we need it. The more the merrier. So, you know, thank you so much for you know, being that student leader in that way. So congratulations on your new venture, and see it through.
Yes, awesome. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Bye, everyone.
Keep in touch.
It was a pleasure. I will, for sure. I will.
All righty. Bye. Oh, see, that's what this is all about. We got to connect with the young family. You know, we got to keep in touch and see what they're doing on the hill. Let them know that they have someone there. So be a good Rattler resource. Well, that's our time. Today, you know, I have a throwback. This is a part of our winter collection. So no worries. You'll get it coming soon. In the meantime, you can get the rest of these shirts at www.famulyaffairamore.com. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.